I'm a very lucky guy because back in 2002, I was invited to a wine dinner, and the guest didn't show up until late. Everybody was having a good time, and there was this empty chair sitting next to me, and the guest of honor came in and sat down next to me. And I was surprised to learn that it was Dale Chihuly. And Dale, of course, is a very famous glassblower from the Seattle area and has done numerous works all over the world. And I was fascinated by everything he had to say about glassblowing and how he got his start and how glassblowing had just become his whole life. So I decided, boy, I'd really like to try that. So I took a glassblowing class. And it was kind of interesting because we made a lot of things. We did paperweights, we did some tumblers, some glass flowers, those kinds of things. And I was making a tumbler, and I asked the instructor to flare out the top of the tumbler for me. Well, he did, but he had stuck the shears into the tumbler and pulled it way out, and it flared way too far. And I decided I really didn't like that. I said, let's just keep it and not worry about it. So I took it home and set it on the shelf, and a couple of weeks later I came in the house with a brand new bottle of cask strength Macallan scotch, and I couldn't find my scotch glasses. And then I remembered, yeah, I had been using those the night before, and they're probably in the dishwasher. And as I locked the door, the front door, to go back to the kitchen to get the glasses, I noticed my glass sitting in the cabinet, and I said, well, I can just drink out of that. So I grabbed it out of the cabinet and I took it into the den and sat down with it, poured a little scotch. I was reading something, and I wasn't paying too much attention to what I was doing, so I just kind of casually reached over and grabbed the glass and brought it up to about here. What is that? That can't be scotch. So I put the glass back down. I went into the other room where into the kitchen where the dishwasher was, and I got my scotch glass out, cleaned it out real quick, brought it back, set it down, poured some scotch in it, and I sat there for a good half an hour, smelling from one to the other and trying to discern and determine what was the real difference here. And finally, it piqued my interest so much that I just went back and started reading back in my old days of engineering and renewing my knowledge of physics, chemistry, that type of thing. And I discovered that the evaporation process and the shape had everything to do with what this glass was doing. It was actually separating the ethanol from the other odors, so I could smell the odors without the interference of the ethanol on my nose. It was incredible. So 2003, I started working on the reasons and the science behind this thing, and I attempted to write a patent a couple of times and then set it back on the shelf. And Christine came over to the house one day, my business partner, and she says, when are you going to do something about this? You know, we've been drinking out of this crazy little glass for years now, and you keep telling me you're going to do something with it. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, I will if you'll help me. And I need some help both to finish the patent, the research, and also I need somebody that's going to run this company for me because I don't want to run the company myself. So she agreed to do that, and that was a year and a half ago. Today we have a design patent. We've submitted for through the PCT for an international patent, and we have a utility patent pending in the US, and several other design patents on the drawing board now. Sales are going well. The first reaction to the glass when somebody puts it up to their nose to smell out of it is, wow.